There. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing it to you straight, no chaser. So here's the deal. Here is the deal. 90% of new wedding planners make this one mistake, and it's keeping them broke. If you're undercharging, giving discounts out of fear, or just feeling unsure about your pricing, this video is for you. I'm Zoe, and I help wedding planners build profitable businesses by recognizing their worth and pricing their services accordingly. Today, we are going to shift your mindset around pricing. And trust me, once you get this, everything changes. So let's dive in. When we first get into this industry, a lot of us assume that other planners are better, more talented, or dare I say, deserving of success. How do I know? Because it shows up in your pricing. You either charge way too little or practically give your services away free. Sound familiar? It does to me because I have been there and I've done that. And I got the t-shirt. But here's the truth. If you assume others are better, life will keep giving you proof of that. You'll attract clients who haggle, doubt your prices, or expect more than they pay for. But when you start seeing yourself differently, oh boy, the game changes. The shift isn't about comparing yourself to others. It's about realizing that you already are the best version of yourself. You don't need to become anything. You just need to accept that you already have what it takes. And that's where pricing comes in. It's about understanding your value. You're not just planning weddings. You know that. You're creating once in a lifetime experiences. You're saving couples time, reducing their stress and costly mistakes. And that, my dear, is priceless. And when you truly own that, well, competition stops being an issue. You don't have to prove yourself. Who told you that? You don't have to justify your pricing. You just charge what you're worth because you know your worth. Now, there are different ways to price your services, and I have gone into depth about that in previous videos. So just go back. But just very briefly, you have a few options. You can use a flat fee pricing model. That's one set price per wedding, and that works well for smaller events. Percentage base, that's charging a percentage of the couple's total budget. That works better for your higher end events, your more luxury weddings. There's hourly rate, and that's charging just for the time that you spend. And then finally, the model is a tiered packages, and that's different price points for different levels of service that you provide. No matter which model you choose, one thing stays the same. Your prices should reflect your worth, not your fares. Your prices, repeat after me, your prices should reflect your worth, not your fears. A lot of planners, present company included, in the beginning, lower their price, lower their rates because they're afraid. They're afraid of losing clients, afraid of rejection, afraid of charging too much. But fear is just false evidence appearing real. When you assume excellence, you don't have to justify your prices, you stand by them. And if you need help figuring out your exact numbers, might I suggest you check out my pricing tool, the pricing formula. I created it because I needed it myself when I was struggling, and I know it will help you too. It's a simple step-by-step guide to pricing with confidence, and the link is in the description. What if others are more successful? Maybe you're thinking, but Zoe, what if other planners have more experience, more successes, or more clients? To that, I say, so? Here's the thing, those comparisons, they only exist in your imagination. Who told you they have more success or more clients? Those comparisons, they only exist in your imagination. And if they exist in your imagination, you can change them. Every successful person, every single one, assumed their success before it was visible to anyone else. Take Michael Jordan. A reporter asked him once at a time after a game where there was a critical shot. He asked him, "Did you think you were going to make it?" And Michael Jordan says, "I don't take any shots expecting to miss." He does not dwell on the consequences of failure. He trusts his preparation and ability. And that is the mindset shift. When you assume you're the best, you stop stressing, you stop over explaining, and you stop doubting yourself. Your only competition is you. Let me say this loud and clear. The only person you need to be better than is the person you were yesterday. You don't maintain confidence by constantly hyping yourself up or proving yourself to others, dare I say. You maintain confidence by living from it. When you assume excellence, people start to feel it. They respect your prices. They see you differently. And most importantly, they pay you accordingly. Now, I'm going to say this with love. Your business right now is a reflection of what you believe about yourself. If you are radiating doubt and insecurity, the universe will give you more of that. But when you radiate confidence and excellence, people will respond accordingly by hiring you, paying you well, and treating you with respect. Let me tell you something. Competing on price is a race to the bottom. Lowering your prices, you know this, but I'm just going to say it. Lowering your prices doesn't make you generous. It doesn't prove anything. All it does is make you feel undervalued. I know that because I've been there. So let's stop that cycle. Let's price with confidence. Assume you are the best because you are. I always want to leave you with some actionable steps that you can take to shift your mindset around pricing and then so that you can confidently charge what you're really worth. Number one, reframe your self-worth. Stop telling yourself that this person is better or they do anything better than you. No. And you can do this by just write down a list of all the ways you provide value beyond just planning. Take some time, sit quietly, cup of coffee, love coffee. Just write down a list of ways you provide value besides beyond just planning. Let's see. Stress reduction. I coordinate vendors. I'm an expert at budgeting. You can also create a daily affirmation, something like, I am an expert in my field and my services are worth every dollar I charge. And that's the truth. I even would go so far as to say, do your invoice, and if those feelings start coming up, you say, I'm an expert in my field and my services are worth every dollar I charge, and hit enter and let the universe take care of the rest. Stop comparing yourself to other planners. You don't know what goes on behind the scene, okay? Stop comparing yourself to other planners. You have no idea what their business is like or what they go through. Instead, focus on yourself. Focus on how much you've grown and what makes your services unique. That's what's going to draw people to you. Oh, now this is when you look at yourself in the mirror here. You have to recognize fair-based pricing. Take a deep breath. Identify those moments when you feel the urge. Ooh, I still do it sometimes, especially when I got those big contracts. Oh, okay. But identify those moments when you feel the urge to lower your prices or offer discount. What fears come up? Don't suppress them, let them come up. And then when they come up, challenge them, look them right in the face. Challenge those fears with logic. And then ask yourself, would an experienced planner like myself discount out of fear? Or would I stand firm? Would an experienced planner discount out of fear? No. Or would they stand firm? Yes. Remind yourself that clients who respect your value, oh, they're going to pay your prices. Oh, yes, they will. Choose a pricing model that reflects your worth. Review the different pricing models and then pick one that best aligns with your level of service and the expertise you provide. Use a pricing tool like the pricing formula I talked about earlier to ensure your rates are both profitable and fair to you. Stop justify just stop justifying your prices. Practice saying your prices confidently and without over explaining. Until someone pays you money for your services, they're just a prospect. If I walk into a Louis store or a Chanel store, I'm just a prospect until I pick that thing up, pay for it. I am just a prospect, and I promise you, the salesperson is not trying to justify why that shoe or that purse costs $3,000. Either you want it, ma'am, or you don't. Okay, the price, like my friend Tammy says, my price is my price. So practice saying your prices confidently without over explaining. If a client pushes back, respond with, this is the investment for my expertise, and I know the value that I bring. And just understand that everyone is not your ideal client, but those who value quality will be happy to pay. Visualize success and assume excellence. Every day, visualize yourself confidently presenting your prices and clients eagerly saying yes. I don't care. Get yourself a little stuffed animal and call her Mrs. Jones and talk to him. This is my price. And then have your little stuffed animal go north and south. Okay. Adopt the mindset of successful planners, which you are already. You have to trust your skills and assume people want to book you. Replace thoughts of, oh, what if they say no? Replace that with the right clients will say yes, because they will. Oh boy. Okay. Set boundaries around discounts. Make a rule. No discounts unless it's a strategic promotion, not out of fear. If a client asks for a discount, offer them added value instead, rather than lowering the price. I have a three-tier pricing model. There's full design and decor, there is event staffing, and then I offer rentals. So that's three tiers. Now, everybody wants the full Monty. Everyone wants the full design and decor, and that is from dream up to cleanup. But if they only have enough, their budget is only enough for rentals, then that's what I'm going to offer them. For example, I would say my full event design and decor that starts at $6,000, and then maybe they say, "Oh, Zoe, I only had I only have 2,000." My job is not to make your budget work. My job is to offer you what you can afford. Oh, maybe you can try, I can offer you event staffing for that. Or if you want to just get rentals and then have someone else set it up for you, that would be nice. So that is like, they're not going to get discounts, but I will offer you what your budget can afford. And it's not a foreign thing to us. If you go in the store with $40 to buy a pair of shoes, and the one you want 60 and the one that is okay costs 40, then you're not going to get the 60 and go to the counter and tell somebody, "Oh, I only have 40. That's crazy. So don't let them play you. Don't let people play you. You're in a business, and that's how business works. And I want to also offer you to track your wins. Keep a record of every time a client books you at full price. This reinforces your confidence. And sometimes we forget how wonderful we are. So we have to write that down and remind ourselves. Reflect on the positive feedback and remind yourself why you're worth your rate. You do have to remind yourself of why you're worth it. A marriage is cheap. That is just a license and a witness. But weddings aren't cheap. They're just not. Okay? And this one I'm going to say with love as well. Look at your marketing. Elevate your brand to match your pricing. Ensure your website, social media, and more important, the client experience reflect a high-end professional service. Upgrade your branding and marketing to align with premium pricing. And when I say premium, I don't mean luxury. When I say premium, premium is because a wedding starts at premium. A marriage, that doesn't cost a lot. Licensed preacher and a pen. But if you want a wedding, that starts at premium pricing. By implementing these steps, you can shift your mindset, charge confidently, and build a business that truly reflects your worth. Now, let me leave you with this thought. Stop trying to compete with others on price. Stop trying to compete with others on price. Your only competition is your previous concept of self. The only person you need to be better than is who you were yesterday. Elevate your self concept with those steps that I talked about, those actionable plans. Elevate your self-concept and your business will follow. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more tips, and drop a comment below with your thoughts or questions. Listen, I'd love to hear from you. Oh, I'd love to hear from you. So until next time, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.